Welcome back to Between Reps and Remedies with myself, Marcie and Nita. So today we are diving into, I would say, a topic that either people really love or they really hate to discuss. We're talking about cardio today. Breaking down what cardio really is, why it matters, whether you really need to run 10 miles a day to be healthy, anything else that Nita wants to throw at my way as well. So let's dive into what is cardio. Go ahead, Nita.
No, I was about to ask you the same thing. What is cardio? Like for some people like myself, we hear cardio and we think of running, jogging, torture, but the
Yes.
truth is it's not. What is cardio?
Cardio, like cardiovascular exercise overall, is any type of activity that increases your heart rate and breathing. So anything when your heart and your lungs start working harder to deliver that oxygen to your muscles, that is cardio training. It's training your heart.
And for people who despise running and jogging, such as myself, would you consider like rowing or swimming or anything to that nature cardiovascular exercising?
Yeah, absolutely. So aside from running and even walking, like you have cycling, you have swimming, you have dancing, rowing, hiking, even sometimes a strength training workout. So like I beat a dead horse when I talk about like strength training is my like jam. But like even sometimes the strength training workouts would be considered like a cardio, more like the cardio aspect. So basically anything that is causing your heart rate to increase and stay elevated for a period of time is considered cardio.
Got it. And okay, what would be your first like cardio recommendation? Like just for anybody who's just starting out, what would your recommendation be?
That's what I was gonna say. If we're talking about anybody that's like brand new, starting
Brand new.
out, they want to do cardio, the easiest and most efficient way to get cardio in is just taking a walk. May it be at lunchtime, maybe before you go to work, after work, or like taking short breaks during the workday of just getting a walk in. Like that's gonna be your easiest and most effective form of cardio for like someone that's brand new into maybe cardio or exercise in general.
Anything that gets that blood moving, the oxygen
Gets
going.
that blood moving, yes.
And like walking would be really good too for your mental health. Like vitamin D, the sunshine does a
Mhm.
lot.
It
It
does.
really
Like,
does.
I'm up north, and last week we had 3 really nice days that I just couldn't wait to get outside and take a walk. It was that sunshine and that warmth, and then just that clarity of walking just automatically changed my mood
Hmm.
overall. And then we hit the cold days again, and my mood instantly
I
went back to
know.
boom,
The winter blues.
the winter blues.
For those of you that don't know, Marcy has a whole fitness journey, like a fitness program. It's called Fit with Marcy, and right now she's doing a boot camp for some of us ladies. So this is why I'm asking her the questions of all this cardio. I do want to ask though, with cardio fitness, what are aside from yes, it's good for you. What are the actual perks or benefits of it?
There's a lot of perks to cardio. Your heart, your brain, mental health, metabolic health, longevity,
Mhm.
like those are all great perks. So cardio helps strengthen your heart muscle. It helps improve your circulation, lower the risk of heart disease, which heart disease is the leading cause of death worldwide.
Mhm.
But brain health, I mean, brain and mental health like coincide kind of like so
Mhm.
with memory and focus, clarity, and even those like that feel good chemical, exercise is releasing endorphins. So that feel good chemical that's
Serotonin?
helping.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. To helps reduce your stress, anxiety, and depression. So just like Nita said, like even a walk can be like super powerful for people that might struggle with mental health and more powerful than what they probably realize. But even the metabolic health, like
Mhm.
your overall health helps regulate your blood sugar, your cholesterol, your blood pressure, and just makes this all like very helpful for people that are dealing with any kind of metabolic condition.
Diabetes, obesity, helps prevent strokes,
Yes, absolutely.
all those as we get older, diseases.
Yes.
And with that being said, okay, we're doing the work. Also, part of the work is what we put into our mouth, what we eat, dietary. What are some food, like, I know they say whole grains, but what are some foods that you would recommend to go along with the cardiovascular, like exercise, eating right, let's do it kind of program?
Another thing that I feel like sometimes I beat a dead horse with, and people like that work with me know I say it a lot, of course, is protein. I mean, protein I would add on to any type of like fitness journey that you're on. May it be gaining weight, losing weight, like you're doing like cardio training, you're doing strength training, because the protein is going to help preserve your muscle. It's going to help slow down or like eliminate any muscle loss while you're in your fitness journey, as well as like the more you build your muscle, the more your body is going to start to burn that fat. So, and additionally, like
Mhm.
protein helps make you feel fuller longer. So if you like feel like you struggle, like feeling hungry all the time or wanting to snack throughout the day, protein is definitely going to help like that full feeling.
And when you say protein, you don't mean go out and go get like a triple cheeseburger kind of protein.
Absolutely not. Um, we are not going for those triple cheeseburgers at whatever fast food. You want to think more along the lines of
Mhm.
like lean protein, either plant-based protein or lean protein. So your lean proteins are your chicken, your turkey, your fish, and then of course you have plant proteins as well, which could be like edamame, chickpeas. Those are like some of my like absolutely go-to protein
Mhm.
snacks during the day.
Some nuts.
Nuts, yeah. And even you can get protein from like cheese and like cottage cheese, yogurt. So like protein, people when they hear me say protein, they think, oh my goodness, she's asking me to eat all this meat. And I'm really not. Like you really have like such a wide variety of foods that you can get your protein from. So
Agreed, agreed. And there's also like for the berries smoothie people, there's also like fruits that help with cardiovascular projective. Blah, 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 spit it out. But no, it's like grapes, blueberries, pomegranates, apples, hawthorns, a good fat like cottage cheese, avocado, stuff like that would be.
yes, and I love avocado. And a lot of that, as well, like not only is it great while you're doing any type of cardio or improving cardiovascular health, but a lot of that helps with like brain function as well. So I
Mhm.
think people don't consider or relate that your food that you eat is directly linked to your brain function as well. So, trying to eat a balanced nutritionist diet can really help improve like your mental clarity and slow down any type of like brain brain disease that
Mhm.
as we age, it can happen.
Cardiovascular health and neurology are very deeply interconnected. And I don't think most people realize it, but it's your heart and your brain, your two major functions, they have to rely on each other for optimum function. So, take care of your heart so your brain can function correctly, or take care of your mental health so your body can follow suit. It all goes hand in hand.
Yeah, absolutely. And Nita is the perfect person to speak on like the brain health as well. With her background in working in neurology, she can really, help pinpoint like how these things are very co-related as well.
Exactly, like, red food dye, we don't think about it, like, that's bad. Processed foods, bad, like, canned foods, and I get it, like, people are limited. Just be cautious of what you mix with that canned veggie, like, don't overload it with mashed potatoes and rolls and fried foods or whatever, you know what I mean? It's stuff like that, like increased potassium restricts your blood vessels, therefore you can't function properly. So, yeah, gotta watch what we intake to help the brain
Yeah.
and our
Yeah,
heart.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Like, for people who are trying to get on track, be cautious, like, okay, these are my results. I got to do it. When they say need to work out, the cardio that we discuss, what time, like, should they aim for? Like, we don't have to spend 3 hours a day in a gym. What do you recommend for those people that are trying to be idealistic and like, okay, I need to do this?
Typically, how much cardio you need in a week? I would say I'm gonna break down to a week. So I would say about 100,
Yeah.
150 of moderate cardio per week. So that essentially breaks down to about 20 to 30 minutes on most days of the week. When you think of it in that smaller chunk, it's a lot more manageable than what people like think overall. If you're doing some type of like really vigorous cardio workout, and maybe only about 75 minutes for the week. But most people don't have it in them to do like that hardcore cardio. And therefore, I would aim realistically 20 minutes a day to get
Mhm.
what you would need for a week's time of cardio.
That sounds valid. That sounds reasonable. More importantly, what people don't understand is water. Drink your water. It helps.
Absolutely. I think water is a
Oh,
big thing that people struggle in. I would love to pinpoint why, because I don't tend to struggle with my water intake. So it's hard for
right.
me to like put, like, relate to people who do struggle. I can understand where they're coming from with
Mhm.
like work and things, but I struggle with my my water, so it's harder for me to relate. But like your being hydrated helps your blood volume stay higher. So, which overall helps your heart pump oxygen to your muscles more effectively. So when you're dehydrated and your blood becomes slightly thicker, it causes your heart to work a lot harder, which then your heart rate increases a lot faster.
In our lifestyles, like, we also have to alternate some lifestyles. It's not what we want to hear. Like, we're all about living, but got to limit your alcohol intake. If you smoke, that kind of stuff, manage your stress. You really got to get your sleep too. I think that one is another one that's overlooked is sleep.
That one is overlooked a lot. And I think because like people have found that like not getting a good night's sleep is just the normal. It's the normal
Right.
for them, the normal for others. So they don't think of sleep being an issue or affecting their cardio vascular health because
Hmm.
that's just become part of their normal nightly routine. So while
Hmm.
you're sleeping, your body shifts into that repair mode and your heart rate slows down, your blood pressure decreases, giving, time for your heart, your cardiovascular system to recover, which inevitably like reduces the strain on the heart and helps support a healthy blood pressure and improve circulation. So a lot of times I think when people think of like lifestyle, they automatically think it's their exercise or their diet that's affecting their cardiovascular system, their high blood pressure, their high cholesterol,
It's
when
our
in fact
habits.
it's our habits, our overall lifestyle, which includes sleep.
Yeah. And yeah, that one's definitely overlooked. But when we do the cardio exercises and all that good stuff, we monitor what we do, it really does significantly improve our mental health. Like, it reduces anxiety, stress, depression. And with that being said, it like boosts like all your mood. The serotonin's released, your endorphins are released. It's like a
Yeah,
whole cycle.
it is a whole cycle. I mean, that's the time like I, try to stress to people to, do some kind of nighttime hygiene routine to like prep themselves for bed and for sleep. But put away the electronics. Put your phone on D&D mode. Whatever you need to do to calm your nervous
Hmm.
system down when you get in bed. Both like cardiovascular training and strength training create some of that micro stress in your muscles. Your sleep is your time where you're going to start repairing those muscles. Sleep, that's when you release that growth hormone, and then that helps repair your tissues and muscles. And when you're not getting enough sleep, your recovery time slows down.
Very important.
I wrote down, let me just go back to where I wrote down, like cardiovascular myths. Well, I'll ask you, Nita, like, is this a myth or a truth? Cardio, cardio, that's okay. Cardio is the best way to lose weight. Truth or myth?
I think there's truth behind it. I think it's a good step. Truth.
I would say it's like a mix, So I
Right.
wouldn't
It's like a good
necessarily.
step.
Yes.
It's not the
Yeah.
only way, but it's a good step in the right
Yes.
direction.
Yeah. It's definitely, it definitely helps with weight loss, but your nutrition and strength training just matter just as much, if not more. Your muscle plays like a huge role in your metabolism. So that's why,
Hmm.
like, I'm like, strength training, cardio, nutrition, all of that together is your magic combination. It's just not one of those
Hmm.
singular items that's going to help with weight loss, but all three of them paired together.
Hmm.
Um, you need to run to get good cardio. We kind of covered this already, but
No,
truth or myth?
that is a myth. I do not like cardio. I only do it in case of, okay, I do cardio, but I don't do running, should I specify? And if I have to, I will in a case of emergency, but I will be mad. I would throw my shoe at you. Don't make me do that, please.
Don't make Nita run. Yeah,
Please.
definitely a myth. Walking is actually one of the most underrated forms of cardio, especially,
Mhm.
for beginners. And for long-term consistency and, like, being able to sustain, like, lifestyle changes, like, walking is
Mhm.
gonna be, like, your more go-to for like, as we covered already, like, a good cardio, especially for beginners, but running is not the way that you need to go to get a good cardio workout.
And sometimes it's not the best for you to run. It's not for everyone.
It is not for everyone. There's a lot of training that goes behind people that run.
Mhm.
I used to run and I don't anymore. And as much as I would love to do like a running 5K again, like like the running prep to go ahead, like go into
Mhm.
that is a lot more than what people think. So those 5Ks I stick to, or a lot of them are like strength training and that kind of stuff.
I think it's called Chewy's 10K here in Austin. It's like one of the big marathons we have. And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm totally gonna do it." But the only training I did before was just walking and hiking because I was like, "Being realistic, I'm not gonna run. No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna power walk." And I power
Yeah.
walked, and eventually I started jogging. I was like, "Who's this?" I don't know. You just get in a whole vibe with people, like, who are in it and hyped up. So you're like, "Yeah." I don't know.
It's true though, like, being around, like, people like that, like, last year, I did,
Mhm.
the Night Nation run out in Pittsburgh, and,
Mm.
like, just being so hyped up with everybody else that was hyped up, like, did have me
Yeah.
jogging. I wasn't running, but I was
Right.
jogging.
It's like a whole vibe. Everybody's into it, so you're into it, and you're just in I don't know, in the
Yeah,
moment.
I agree. It is fun. That's why I like to do 5Ks, but I
Mhm.
do like the ones that I'm not being timed, so,
Those,
yeah.
those.
I'm not out here to make a personal best of any by any means.
Exactly.
What about more cardio is better? The more you do, the better.
More cardio, the better. I wanna say within limitations. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not like the absolute how to. I say with
it
limitations. I'm like,
mhm. Yeah,
because it's a
absolutely with limitations, I would say, because, like, when you start doing too much cardio, especially if, like, you're new to any
Mhm,
type of exercise or workout, you're gonna lead yourself to burnout, injury,
mhm,
um, and all of that. Your body needs time to balance and recover. So, I would say
mhm.
more cardio, the better, but, um, within limitations and being realistic.
Right. Like, if your knee is hurting, don't do it. Or if you feel like the Charlie horse is coming on, drink your water and electrolytes. Like, don't ignore the signs. That's how injuries happen. That's how my injury happened, you know?
Yeah, exactly. What about like real life barriers that people face that prevent them from doing cardio? Like, what are some things that you think people like come up with why they can't do cardio?
Ooh, they blame their heart.
They
I've
blame their heart.
seen that in the medical field. People will blame their heart, but I'm like, but that's the organ that needs a little love right now. Or attention. They
Yeah,
blame their heart or their disability or disability. It's just some of it's just you really need to go out and take a walk. Kind of like,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah. Those. What about
Those,
you?
yeah, both of those I've heard. But even just as simple as like motivation, people say like, I'm just not motivated to
Mm.
get up and work out or
Well, at
outside
least
or
they own it.
well,
I'm
at least
not
they own it.
motivated.
Yeah,
At least they own it. I'm
I
not motivated.
I'm not
Stop
doing
that.
this. Even time, like, along with the motivation aspect, people will be like, "I don't have time to do cardio." And that's whenever I, like, sit down and do health coaching sessions was like, "Well,
Hmm.
let's figure out what your day-to-day looks like because everybody
Right.
has time to set aside for themselves." You
Oh,
might
for
not
sure.
think you do, but there is empty space in your life that you probably just aren't seeing, or maybe right now you're using it in another way that, you know,
Right.
could
You're
be
need to
yeah.
manage your time a little bit differently. Like there's ladies at where I work who take their lunch break. They like eat early because they finish their patient care early, so they eat early. They change, they go for a walk for like an hour or 45 minutes, whatever, and they come right back, clean up, change, and they'll go back to their shift. I'm like, well, that's pretty smart.
That's that's what I like doing, and we do that at work, and Nina could probably remember, like, last summer, I would do, like, calls with her, and I'd be taking a walk while on the call with her.
At a park or somewhere.
Yeah, I have, like, a great, like, space around my work, I guess you wanna say, that, like, allows me to take, like, a nice walk. I understand
Hmm.
not everybody has that, or it might be weather, like, you might not be able to get outside because of weather, but Like, are you able to do like laps around your office? Are you able to do like 10 minutes of marching at your desk? Anything that gets your heart moving throughout the day.
Some jumping jacks and some squats
Yeah.
or push-ups. Get that
The
blood
other
moving.
the other day I was like after I would get done out of a patient room and walk out, I would walk back to my desk by doing walking lunges.
Yep, yep. I wanna do the, like, little exam table Pilates where you have to, like, do the whole, like, brace yourself on it and then move the with your legs, the chair.
Yes,
So, I was like, "I wanna do that," but when I'm not busy, to be continued.
that's right.
Maybe lunch
Um,
break. That'd be a good
and
lunch break thing.
I see like desk Pilates people do all the time too with their chair.
Smart.
I wanna try that too, like different, like, Bulgarian split squats with their chair and things like that. I was doing the other day, the same day I was doing the lunges because I just felt like I needed a little bit like, my body was just asking and craving for some kind of movement, so I was listening to my body and giving it movement, and I was doing, like, wall push-ups. Like, if you don't want to get down on the floor or you can't get down on the floor, like, even wall push-ups is a great start to, like, build that momentum to be able to do regular push-ups.
Yep. Although I'm not good about it, but agreed. I'm not good about it. No, I like to start my day with stretching. Something about a good stretch every morning before I look at the phone, before anything. I like to stretch. I don't know. Feels good to release it.
It is. It's just good to take some of that time when you first get up in the morning and just, release the previous day to go into the
Hmm.
new day.
Yep, not anymore. I
Oh, so that was a great topic though. Like cardio,
think we hit a
like
lot though.
we did hit a lot, and cardio is just an overall great thing, like I said, to incorporate into
Hmm.
your daily regimen and like don't overthink it. Like I said, I hate
Right.
cardio. My workouts are not built around cardio. I include like some type of like maybe cardio
Hmm.
within the workout or a day dedicated to cardio. Like it depends on the person,
Right.
because of course all my
Right.
plans are made for you specifically. But I think it's often overlooked just because like I'm not including it like 100% into a plan doesn't
Hmm.
mean I want you to forget about cardio. Like we mentioned, like it may
Right.
be a walk during the day, some stretching in the morning, lunges down the hallway, like
Just
anything just to
something.
get your heart pumping and moving because we don't want to
Yeah,
neglect our heart.
that's true. We can't. It's pretty essential.
We can't, no. And like we said, like it plays such a huge role into that brain health and mental clarity too, which um in the next couple of episodes, like are gonna dive a little bit into like mental health. So um
Hmm. We'll have some guest appearances with us
yes.
to
We'll
be
get into
continued.
to continue. We'll jump into some nutrition topics, some mental health topics, hydration topics.
Anything else they want to hear.
That's right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us.
We
And
love you.
we love you. We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.